ॐ समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्. So we do the 12th verse today. अनिष्टमिष्टं मिश्रं च त्रिविधं कर्मणा फलं भक्त्यत्यागिनां प्रीत्य न तु सन्न्यासिनां क्वचित्. The threefold fruit of action, evil, good and mixed, accrues after death to those who have no spirit of abandonment, but never to abandoners. Somebody who has given up action, I told you, mentally, mentally, please be very, very careful on that. Whenever we say given up action, it means mentally. So those who have given up action mentally, to them the fruit cannot come. Now this I had explained how. See, the example Gurudev used to give, one of the examples he used to give was that a man is sleeping, and in sleep he happens to kick his partner. Now physically the action has taken place, but mentally he did not mean to kick the partner at all. He doesn't even know that he has kicked the partner. Okay, so he cannot get a reaction even if the partner wakes up, which the partner will. So when the partner wakes up, you'll see that, oh, this person is sleeping. तो उसके मन में गुस्सा तो नहीं आएगा ना. That person will understand that, oh, he has done it in his sleep, he doesn't even know. But if with full consciousness that I am going to hurt this person, you kick somebody, knowingly you kick somebody, then the result will come. He will kick you back right there, है ना. तो उसका तो immediate result आपको मिल जाएगा. But what I'm saying is that here when they say that somebody who has abandoned action means who has done it unconsciously, who doesn't even know that he is doing it, or he has given up the doership completely of the action. Only his physical body is doing the action. So that person does not get the result. The others get the result. Achha, the doers of action get the result. And what kind of result? See, when is it that you say, I have done the action? When me and my come in. The moment me and my come in, I, the doer, comes in, then the action belongs to you. You have done the action. Over here now, ये जो कहते हैं, the three kinds of results come: evil, good and mixed. Evil is bad result. That means you've done a wrong action, uska result wrong hi hoga. The result is in equal proportion of the same texture that the action was. If you're spiritually a little sensitive, you even get to know when you get something. When something happens to you, you get to know by the texture, the feel of that thing, that ye kahan se aaya hai. You can recognize your action in the past from where it is coming. Yeah. So it is not that nobody can get that which that person does not deserve. Gurudev used to say that, be very careful on that. Paristhiti jo aati hai, over that you have no control. No control, वो कर्मवश आती है. Karmavash means it is a result, automatic result of your past action, which comes to you. And why is it called parasthiti? Sthiti means established, which cannot be moved, which will not change. And parasthiti means it is out of your control. It is in the control of para. Para means something else, somebody else. So that sthiti comes to you, that situation comes to you because of some past action of yours over which you have no choice. It will come. ठीक है ना? So it is controlled by para, the law of karma. It is controlled by the law of karma, and you will get it as it is. So like this. तो आप कितना भी चाह लीजिए, कितना भी कर लीजिए, बट कर्म का फल तो आएगा ही आएगा. और कैसा आता है? ईविल भी आता है, गुड भी आता है. मेनी टाइम्स सच गुड थिंग्स हैपन टू यू एंड यू सी बाय चांस आई वाज सेव्ड, बाय चांस such a good thing happened, by chance that. It is not by chance. Gurudev used to say there is no such thing as chance. No such thing as chance. So then what is it? It is some past deed of yours, some good deed of yours, which has fructified now to give you that situation. Excuse me. So, and then the third one is the mixed fruit. Mixed fruit means it is good and bad also. Maybe while suffering it, it is bad for you. You don't like it, but the result of it is good. That is called a mixed fruit. Sometimes you feel very nice while you are at it, but later on it gives a bad result. That is a mixed fruit. So good and bad results both come in the same परिस्थिति, उसको कहते हैं मिक्स फ्रूट. तो ये है. नाउ अच्छा, इधर देखो ये क्या कहते हैं, mix accrues after death. That means after death means when you take a new body, the new body comes only as a result of karma phala. It is a karma karan sanghat. In technical Vedantic language, it is called a karma karan sanghat, the body that you get. And that is why you notice that every time the body, everybody's body is different, right? Everybody's body is different. A singer's body, dancer's body, actress's body, a weightlifter's body, athlete's body. So the body is made, you choose the body according to what you feel like doing, what are your desires, what are your vasanas, and accordingly you get your body. People who do a lot of physical work, their bodies are strong. Strongly built bodies. Once when shifting house in America, there were these hired people who came to shift the baggage. So they were carrying huge pieces of furniture up the stairs. And I just asked them that, do you need any help? So they said, we are not mice, we are men. When they say we are not mice, we are men, meaning that we are strong enough to carry that furniture. We don't need help of yours. So the thing is, what I'm trying to tell you is their bodies are made like that. Whereas you try to lift that heavy furniture, you won't be able to lift it an inch. So how come their bodies are like that and yours is different? It is because you are made for different things. They are made for different things. So जो कर्म फल है, it comes even in the form of your body, the structure of your body, the composition of your mind, the kind of thoughts that will attract you, the kind of thoughts that will repel you, the kind of things you will run towards, and the kind of things you will get away from. So the body is a total, and also understand, body is also something which is automatically made through past karma. Automatically made through past karma. Does it ask you before being born? No. Does it ask you which parents you want? No. Does it, the Panch Mahabhut form the body automatically according to your subtle body's dictates, according to what you want to do in life, according to what are your desires, and also according to what are the things that you have to suffer through or enjoy in your life. You will get that situation. You will be born to those parents only who can provide that kind of bringing up. You will be married or go into a house or take a profession according to your desires again. The body doesn't ask you whether it can get you a diabetes or a cancer or a heart attack. Anything comes on its own, doesn't want your permission. It grows on its own. Try to stop it. You can't remain a child if you want to. You cannot. Not your choice. So then the body grows old, doesn't ask you. The body kicks you and leaves you and goes away. Not your choice. Isn't it? So then think about it. That किसी चीज का तो ये result है. The body is a result of something. And it is a result of your karma. Please understand it very, very clearly. It is the result of your karma. And then, since it is the result of your karma, when you do karma for good results, then good accrues to you automatically. It's a natural thing. To say that no, I will achieve only through my hard work, there is no such thing as karma or karma bandhan or the result of my actions. That's not true. That's not true. Your future is definitely determined by willpower to a certain extent only. It depends how intelligently you do your action, how much effort you put in your action. It will help in getting you what you want. But the past is a very powerful factor. The past karmas are a very powerful factor. So you can do whatever you like, but you will get what you deserve to get only. It will be a mixture of your prarabdha and your purusharth. Purusharth is your self effort, and prarabdha is your past karma result. It is a mixture of these two things that accrues as the result. Now, see, ये जो है, ये जो mixed fruit कहते हैं, mixed जो कहते हैं, ये इसमें क्या है? In all of us, there are calls for the higher. We all want to become much better human beings. We want to become noble. We want to become people whom people admire, isn't it? But then there is another side also, and that side has animal instincts. वो सहज स्वभाव में आता है. वो animal instincts क्या? If you want to eat something, you want to go on eating something. You know it's harmful for you, but you go on eating it. What is that? Uncontrolled eating, uncontrolled talking, uncontrolled any action without any control you have over it is instinctual behavior, like that of animals. So that behavior also we have. So it is a mixture, and it depends how we conduct our life and which direction we go to. Most of our actions are done to look for applause. Gurudev used to say, don't waste your time. Don't do it. He used to say that the sun nourishes the whole world. Does the sun go looking for people who all are grateful to him? You will die without the sun. But does the sun go looking for them? And Gurudev, in his own way, he used to say, if he did go looking for them, he would be very disappointed because nobody is grateful to the sun. They just take him for granted. Similarly, air. Without air, you cannot survive. But the air is just there for you all the time. Does it go looking for gratefulness? Does it go looking to ask for thanks? Does it go? No. When you do those kind of things, आप कर्म बंधन में आते जाते हैं, because there is the doership prominent in there. There is the ego and the doership prominent in there. So somebody who is without desire, जो कि बिल्कुल, who has given up doership and he is not interested in anything, that person gains a lot of power. he gains a lot of mental purity, he gains a lot of power. See, to give you an example, it is very easy to make somebody do something if he's greedy for money, isn't it? You offer that chap money and he will do whatever you ask him. But somebody who is not interested in taking anything from you, just wants to do his duty correctly and nicely, can you make him do something? No, you can't. He will only do what he thinks is right. So, person who does not have greed, passions, desires, and he only wants to do his obligatory duty because it is his duty and he wants to do it, that person gains power and purity of mind. He gains quite a bit of it. So you have to be alert every moment and you have to be alert continuously of what action you are doing. Acha. Tyag is a withdrawal from impulses. इसको shamadama वाली बात. Tyag is a withdrawal, and you check yourself through your self will that this is a wrong action, I will not do it. That is something wrong, I will not do it. That is called tyag. Huh? And then sannyas is the total renunciation of good or bad or whatever there is. There is not. The example given is there is nothing left for the karma phal to take place. Why? In a sannyasi. Why? Because it is like thieves entering an empty house. When they enter an empty house, there is nothing to pick up. So what do the thieves pick up? So karma has got, there is no karma left. तो वो फल कैसे आएगा? फल तो आ ही नहीं सकता ना. So there will be no phala. Somebody who renounces both the action as well as the fruit of action is called a tyagi. Mentally he renounces, he's doing the action, but mentally he renounces the action as well, the doership of the action as well as the fruit of the action mentally. He is called a tyagi. Come to the next chapter. Okay. Now, in this other chapter, Krishna is examining it very, very closely and dissecting the very component parts that constitute work. Now, this is almost like a research paper, a scientific, analytical research paper. He is dissecting how karma takes place. Okay? See how much of detail the Gita goes into. पंचेतानि महाबाहो कारणानि निबोध मे सांख्ये कृतान्ते प्रोक्तानि सिद्धये सर्वकर्मणाम्. It says, learn from me, O mighty armed, these 5 causes as declared in the Sankhya system for the accomplishment of all actions. Here, Sankhya is used as Upanishad in your commentary. If you have the text, in your commentary, in the brackets, Gurudev has written Upanishads. So here, when you say Sankhyan, the Sankhyan philosophy, as I told you long back in some talk or the other, Sankhyan has come from Sankhya, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when you logically argue this is equal to this is equal to this is equal to this, that is called Sankhyan method of scientific research. Now over here, Sankhyan means Upanishads, because Upanishads also argue very, very logically, and they logically convince you of what they are saying. Here he says that the Lord is saying that learn from me, O mighty arm. Till now he was quoting. He was quoting the scriptures, he was quoting the ancient sages. Here now he's with authority saying that learn from me. Okay? Learn from me, O mighty arm. अच्छा, सांख्य ख्य जो है ना वो धातु है. It is a kya dhatu in Sanskrit means to say. So understand, whenever you find a word with kya, it has something to do with talking. पंजाबी में कहते हैं आख्यासी, है ना, कहते हैं आख्यासी. Akhya, see the word kya is there. Now another word, khyati, khyati, kukhyat, vikhyat. And all these are when others are talking about your reputation. Kukhyat means when they are talking badly about you around. That is called kukhyati. Khyati, good talk about you, and you become famous all over. So this kya has got the root in the word to say, to speak. Now he says, learn from me. Hmm? Mahabaho. Acha, he calls him Mahabaho. Why does he call him Mahabaho? That he is actually not really challenging. I wouldn't use the word challenging, but here he is complimenting Arjun on his great skill and bravery and courage in the field of battle. So Mahabaho means mighty armed, a person with strong arms, a person with long arms. So here it is, learn from me, O mighty armed, these five causes as declared in the Sankhya system for the accomplishment of all actions. Here it is that there are five constituents of action. And what are those five constituents? He would like to now tell you, because he has classified them and he has very categorically, systematically, analytically decided what are the five things that constitute action, those that are the limbs of action. There are five limbs of action. Without, even if one limb is missing, action cannot be done. So what are the then, because action is very important. Action and reaction, that is what we are discussing over here. What is an action, and then how does it get a reaction? So वो अर्जुन की डेयरिंग करेज एंड कंसिस्टेंसी ऑफ पर्पस एंड फेथ इन वन सेल्फ, उस सबको वो माइटी आर्म्ड अर्जुन कह रहे हैं over here. And Sankhyan, I also told you that in the books of the Sankhyan, this is not mentioned at all. But when the Geeta says Sankhyan, it probably means the Upanishads. That is what Gurudev used to say, because this what he is giving out now is listed in the Upanishads. It is nowhere in the Sankhyan philosophy. Hmm? Not mentioned at all anywhere. Acha, then you come to this one. अधिष्ठानं तथा कर्ता करणं च पृथग्विधं विविधाश्च पृथक् चेष्टा दैवं चैवात्र पंचमम्. Okay, now this is an enumeration of the things that are required for any action to take place. He says the seat, the first important thing that is required is the body, the seat. Without the body, can you do action? No. So now the body includes the subtle body also, please. The subtle body is the mind. Even the mind performs action. Thinking is an action. Bad thoughts attract bad vibes. Good thoughts attract noble vibes. Thinking is also an action. Okay, so subtle body also is included, because the mind and intellect is included in the body. It is the subtle body, and your physical body is the gross body. Acha, the doer. The doer is the most important constituent of action, because the doership is the ego. In brackets, he's given you the ego. And what exactly is the ego? That is the most subtle thing. Ego is me, I, mine. That is the ego. I, me, mine. So, ego. अच्छा, तभी आप एक्शन कर सकते हैं. The various sense organs. Sense organs, are the five on your face. ठीक है ना? Eyes, nose, ears, mouth, and tongue and skin. So all these are five sense organs through which you gain knowledge. And these are also important ingredients in any action. You can't do an action. आपको न मान लीजिए, just imagine that you can't see, you can't hear, you can't smell, you can't touch, you can't taste. So what action will you do? What action will you do? So these five are very, very important. Now the next five, ये तो हो गए sense organs of perception. It is through these that you perceive, you gain knowledge. Okay. The next is the different functions of various organs of actions. Then you have the five organs of action, कर्मेंद्रियां. जो ऊपर वाली हैं वो हैं ज्ञानेंद्रियां, because they give you ज्ञान, they help you to get knowledge. और ये पांच जो हैं ये कर्मेंद्रियां. So कर्मेंद्रियां are what? Your hands, your feet, your mouth, and your genital organs, and your excretory organs. So these five are active organs which perform any action in the body. No action can be performed if any one of these are not involved in this action. Okay. Now देखिए, one sense organ can do only one work. So it just depends what you are doing. Seeing is done only by the eyes. The ears cannot see. The nose cannot see. The nose cannot hear. Only the ears can hear. So there is only one action per indriya. Only the tongue is the most powerful indriya because it has two actions. One is of taste, and the other is of one is of taste, and the other is of speech. है ना? Without a tongue, you can neither taste nor you can speak. So the tongue is the most sensitive and most powerful indriya in your body. Now, is indriya ko generally, that is why the disciplines are based on tongue, if you notice. The spiritual disciplines are mostly based on tongue. क्या होता है आपके व्रत? व्रत जो है खाने पीने का, based on the tongue, right? मौन व्रत, again based on the tongue. सोचो, है ना? तो दिस इज अ वेरी वेरी पावरफुल इंद्रिय, और इसको सबसे पहले सारे स्पिरिचुअल मास्टर्स आपको टंग का कंट्रोल सिखाते हैं. इवन गुरुदेव यूज्ड टू डू दैट. Gurudev used to say no talking in the morning, after the meditation class, no talking, till he took the Upanishad class, no talking, after the Upanishad class, till you come for breakfast, no talking. Just, and nobody dared to do it also, because Gurudev was a very strict teacher, very, very strict teacher. He would just turn you out of the class. So if you decided to get out of the class, you could do it. Otherwise, just keep quiet. And believe me, that keeping quiet took us a long way. It helps so much in a spiritual sadhak's rise, in his evolution, in his development, in his self-control, speech and taste. So notice that most of these spiritual sadhanas are centered on speech and taste, food. Okay, so ये हो गया, तो actions हो गया, and the presiding deity also at the fifth. Now presiding deity, what is the presiding deity of all these actions? The presiding deity is like this. They say Surya, आँख का presiding deity है. Surya stands for light, any light, because without light you can't see, isn't it? So that is the presiding deity of the eyes. अच्छा, फिर nose का presiding deity is called Ashwini. Ashwini, which gives you a sense of smell. Then the next one is ears. Ears का presiding deity is Akash, space. Without sound waves, can you hear? Sound waves come from space. They come from the air. And if there is no space and no air, can you hear? No, you cannot hear. Acha. Then skin. Sparsh is Vayu. Sparsh is from Vayu. Without Vayu, there can be no sparsh. The skin becomes insensitive. Acha. Then tongue. Tongue ka adhishthan devta is Jal and Agni. Two. Jal and Agni. Agni for speech and Jal for taste. There has to be a certain moisture in food for you to taste it. Taste comes from that. So Jal and Agni. अच्छा रामचरित मानस में भी ये पांचों listed हैं. These are the अधिष्ठान देवतास of the sense organs. आपकी इंद्रियों के, ज्ञान इंद्रियों के अधिष्ठान देवता हैं ये सारे, क्योंकि इनके देवता here means potentiality, which gives you the power to do that action. Without these, the indriyas cannot function. Ear cannot function without akash. Eyes cannot function without light. सोच के देखो. So all these are called devatas. Devatas means potentialities, those that have the power to give or to enable or to dynamize. Ramcharit Manas mein bhi they are called devatas and they are all mentioned. Shiv Geeta mein bhi ye पांचों listed hain. Okay, so understand that. And then यहाँ पे ये जो word चेष्टा है, पृथक चेष्टा. Prithak cheshta means they all have different functions. One thing cannot do the function of another. Hands cannot walk. Feet cannot pick up things, hold things. Right? So, see, some handicapped people very nicely try to use one indriya for another. And they manage to do it because they are helpless and they have to learn to use another indriya and they try to train that indriya to use it. But otherwise, prathak cheshta hai. That, cheshta is function. So function of every indriya is different from the other indriya. One cannot perform the function. So all of them have to work together. जब आप कोई एक्शन करते हैं, they have to all be involved. You have to see, you have to hear, you have to use your hand to do the action. You may have to walk up to that place to do that action, or you may have to sit or stand or whatever. So your body is involved. Body is the adhishthan. ये देखो सबसे पहले तो उसी को कहते हैं, the seat, the body. Okay, so the body is the adhishthan, the entire body. All action is based on the body, whether it is subtle body or it is gross body, but all action is based on the body alone. So these are the organs. Now, these devatas as they are called, यहाँ पे भी दय भी कह रहे हैं, चैवात्र पंचकम. There are 5 devatas, and these 5 devatas are the presiding deities of these sense organs. Unless and until it is their grace, you may have the sense organ, but it will not function. Like the eye cannot function without light. Na? So the light has to enable the eye to function. That is why it is called a devata. Or in Hinduism, all these are worshipped. Hinduism worships each and every potentiality that enables your body to work, that enables your body to do action. Because they have thought a lot. They have thought very, very deeply. हमारे जो ऋषि मुनि थे बहुत मननशील थे. Mananshil means deep contemplators. And they used to very nicely analyze everything, very squarely and nicely think about everything before they wrote it down. And here देखो ये कितना clear distinction करा है, बड़ा scientifically the whole thing has been dissected to tell you that what are the constituents of action without which you cannot act. Nicely they have done it, each and everything. So all these instruments are called Karan. Karan means that which acts, that because of which you can act. That is called Karan. Instruments. So it includes the five senses of perception as well as the man. मन भी उसमें शामिल है. हाँ, अच्छा. Also understand, they even go deeper. Prana is associated with 5 organs of action inside your body. Prana is what you take in and breathe out, right? And which energizes your body. If there is no prana, your body will die, isn't it? Without prana, can you act? No. And also understand that when you are doing some action, your prana, the rhythm of your prana is very quick and fast. Have you noticed? When you run, how you're panting, taking in more and more air, isn't it? Because it is required for that action. So, जो प्राण की गति है, that means the speed of prana determines what kind of action you are indulging in. The action which does not require the body to move so much, like meditation, the prana will be so mild. It will be only in your nostril. It won't even be coming out of your nostril. The breathing becomes very lulled, soft, only within the nostril. And while running or doing some heavy work, see the breathing. Or when you're in some kind of passion, anger, shouting at somebody, hitting somebody, then see the function of the prana. So prana not only activates the body, but it outer body, but it also performs 5 inner functions. In biology or science or whatever, you may have studied all those. No? There are systems inside our digestive system, respiratory system, and all those excretory system. So all these, there are 5 systems in the body that can function only with prana. जिनको अपने हिंदू धर्म में वो अपान समायन अपान saman and prana, pran, and all these कहते हैं. I forget the names of all the 5, but there are 5. You know that, है ना? So there are these 5 different kinds of prana, they call them, which perform 5 different kinds of functions in your body. They happen automatically. You are not doing it. You are not digesting your food. You are not even remembering to breathe. Breathing happens on its own. Excretion on its own, right? So all these things, the 5 functions inside, outside, all these together, look how scientifically and beautifully they have done this whole thing. So we, इसमें मन भी आता है. मन is the mind. So mind also determines what you're doing, where you're doing, how you're doing. Now, how can these 5 become the component parts in every human activity? That is going to be discussed in the 15th verse, which we will do next time. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Namaha Hari Om.